Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a sort of part 2 video. I recently did a sort of review video on Innisfree, which is a skincare line from Korea, and I mentioned in that video that I also got my hands on a cleansing balm from BANILA CO. I will link the Innisfree video down below if you want to check it out. So today we're going to be talking about the BANILA CO Clean It Zero Purity for Sensitive Skin Cleansing Balm. This is actually a spin-off of a classic cleansing balm, which I think is also called Clean It Zero, but it's not purity for sensitive skin. It comes in a pinkish toned container, and the reason I actually requested this one rather than the classic one is because the first ingredient on the pink one was mineral oil, and it also contains paraben. And those are two ingredients that I try to avoid. This one, thankfully, does not contain either of those, and it's rather natural. Actually, I looked at the ingredients of both of the products and I compared the two, and they're quite different. Now, I haven't tried the classic one, so I don't really know whether the textures are any different, but the ingredients lists are quite different. For example, the classic one contains like some sort of raspberry extract or something, and papaya, and some mistletoe. It's a lot more enzyme based, it seems, which I think would be a little bit more abrasive towards the skin, which is probably why it was left out of the sensitive skin formula. The sensitive skin formula is a lot more traditional in terms of cleansing balms. The ingredients list was a lot more similar to the Western cleansing balms that I've read about. For example, I think like Neal's Yard. This one uses things like argan oil, evening primrose oil, camellia, aloe, rosemary, chamomile, and I think it has like orange and lavender as a fragrance. So yeah, this does smell very mildly of citrus, and I like it. It's a very like muted scent, so it won't like bother you or anything like that. But it's not fragrance free. So this is the packaging for the product. This is 100 ml. This really doesn't have almost any English other than the like product name and made in Korea on the website. So I had to go online to find out what the ingredients list was and actually the instructions. You can either apply this with a spatula, it comes with a spatula, to your face and use rubbing motions to remove any makeup, and then either use lukewarm water to rinse it off or use a paper towel or a towel to gently wipe it off. At first I tried the cloth version and I did not like that. It did remove the makeup, but the reason I didn't like it was that afterwards I felt like there was still some residue on my face. So then I tried it with the water option. That was much better. It really felt very gentle, like it didn't strip my skin of any oils or anything like that, but it was also, yeah, my skin felt clean afterwards. Some of the sites even said that you could use this as step 1 in like, I think it's called a double cleanse method, but I am way too low maintenance for that. One step is enough for me, so I can see why you would possibly want to use this as a first step to sort of coat your skin with something more like oil-based before you actually cleanse with a regular cleanser. For that reason, I think that this would be a good makeup remover, but not necessarily a good cleanser. But if you haven't been doing very much all day and somehow you're wearing makeup and maybe it's not the end of the night, you just want to remove your makeup, this would be a good product, I think. Oftentimes when I'm done filming and I want to remove my makeup, I will use this and I'll go about my day. So I wouldn't say it's a good cleanser per se. I personally wouldn't want to follow this up with another cleanser just because it has so many good ingredients in it, and I feel like it would go to waste if I followed it up with something that just washed it off almost immediately afterwards. So anyway, so the packaging is really nice. It's a frosty plastic, and this is metal, I think, or it's a metallic plastic that makes it look like metal. Yeah, I think it's plastic. My major complaint about this product is the packaging. The lid comes with a groove and it holds a little spatula. Now I'm assuming the thinner end is the handle, and the spatula only fits in this way. But then if you want to scoop it, like as a right-handed person, I want to scoop it like this, right? But then that requires you to touch it and clean it off before you replace it, which is really difficult when you're also balancing a cleansing oil in your other hand or something like that. So I don't think it's the smartest packaging. I feel like they could have made the groove fit the other way or something, so you could place it down temporarily or something. Maybe that's what this part is for. Or maybe I'm just really lazy, which is probably the case. Now, when I say that this cleansing balm can be used to remove makeup, I kind of say that with a little bit of caution because while it can remove eyeliner and face makeup, I had a really difficult time using this on my non-waterproof mascara. I don't even want to know what it would have been like with my waterproof mascara. The good thing about this cleansing balm is that it doesn't really make your eyes go blurry when you use it in the eye area. I did also read that the classic version of this does make your eyes go a little bit blurry, so that wasn't my experience with this product, but it might be different with a different product and a different person. There's actually more than just two types of this cleansing balm. There's also a Zero Radiance and a Zero Resveratrol. I can't pronounce that word. And the two of those have you know, different benefits and probably different ingredients. In the times that I did use it, I didn't break out. I didn't have any sensitivity to it or any reaction. I do have sort of like dry, normal combo skin, so I don't know how someone with oily skin would react to this, but I would think that it would be okay, especially if you're using it as a first step in like a double cleanse. In comparison to the Innisfree Cleansing Oil, which I featured in that other video, I actually prefer the cleansing oil, and I think they do the same job. They do an excellent job of removing makeup, but I like that one better because it comes in a pump bottle. I feel like it's more sanitary and it's just easier for me personally to use without having to balance like the spatula and the lid and cleaning it, you know, like it's like a one pump deal and that's it. But I can totally see why someone might prefer a balm over an oil, but the balm is a little bit easier to control. It's not like a coconut oil when you put it in your hand and it starts to melt and it drips all over the place. This one is much thicker, so when it actually starts to, it doesn't actually melt because you have to rub your hands together. It just turns into like a thin layer of like, I wouldn't call it a grease, but like a balm, I guess you could say. So you can control a little bit easier where you want to put this product, whereas the oil is a little drippier, of course. And I think like volume-wise, this takes up a lot more room. So if you're traveling, I feel like a cleansing oil would be easier to travel with. So this sensitive skin formula retails for $25, whereas the classic one retails for $21. And I've actually seen that one on sale for $16. I think for the amount that you're getting, an oil, if you got this amount of oil, I think the oil would last a little bit longer than this. So overall, I do enjoy this product. I probably wouldn't repurchase it. I'd probably purchase a cleansing oil instead. And as I said before, I feel like it's a better makeup remover than it is a cleanser. So that is my review. I hope it was helpful. If you've used Korean skincare before, let me know what brands you used and how you liked it, whether you think it's really that different from American skincare, and whether you think it's worth the extra cost, or maybe it's not extra, depending on what brands you normally use in your skincare routine. And that's it. Thanks for watching and for subscribing, and feel free to say hi down below, and I will see you next time. About using one of those pre-made cleansing oils that contain, I'm pretty sure, alcohol in it to help with the cleansing process. Because if you use a real oil, it's very thick and